Today we're reviewing the WWE Elite Greatest Hits Series 8 Collector's Edition You Can't See Me John Cena action figure. I'm very excited for this review. This is a figure I've been probably highly anticipating all year long since we saw it revealed. And I want to give a huge shout out to Mattel and the Mattel design team for sending this figure out to us and giving me the opportunity to give you guys a full in-depth review of this figure. But we have the exclusive Collector's Edition You Can't See Me John Cena figure. But this is a review that I've been wanting to do ever since the figure went up, you know, in that gallery that we got not too long ago. And if you guys missed our unboxing of all the John Cena figures we got yesterday, it was absolutely unbelievable. Truly one of the coolest unboxings we've done on the channel here. But this is a figure that I've wanted Mattel to kind of experiment with or try their hand at for a long time, man. And today we finally have an opportunity to review it. We also had that basic released to us or shown off to us last year at WrestleMania. And now we have a full Elite version that is completely see-through because you can't see him, right? And I think this is just genius. But today, man, let's take a look at the packaging here and we'll get into everything. Now this set right here, it's interesting enough. It's up for pre-order right now on Ringside. Not this figure though. It's the full wave besides this figure because it is a collector's edition on Ringside. I think it was up on Walmart.com for a while as well. It has since sold out, I'm pretty sure. It was up for Walmart CollectorCon, I think. And so hopefully this figure will be in stock soon enough on Walmart or whatever. And I think this is going to be hitting shelves like the Greatest Hits figures do. You know, you'll go to a random Target or random Walmart and you'll see a Greatest Hits set. I think that's what's going to be here, but it's going to be kind of exclusive, kind of like how they used to do it with the main WWE Elite line back in the day. Similar to a Chase figure, but I imagine this figure is going to be highly sought after, especially for John Cena fans such as myself. But you can see here on the packaging, you have You Can't See Me back here, Never Give Up logo in the back, and then right here, man, they have him invisible with the hat and the shirt. I saw a lot of people saying, you know, I wish that this figure had an actual cloth shirt and bands and hat and everything, and then just his skin was see-through like the basic figure we got. But I don't mind this. I think this is really awesome, and I can't wait to unbox it. But down here it says John Cena Collector's Edition. On the side, you have a nice shot of Cena there. And then on the back, you even have a nice shot of Cena there. That is completely edited out there. You got some bio read, and then it does have his theme song there with everything going on. No figures in the wave, which is interesting because this is a Greatest Hits, but I guess because it is Collector's Edition, I understand all those things, but then we have John Cena Collector's Edition and all those things going on, man. But this is a highly anticipated review, like I said. This is a figure that I've wanted for years, and as a massive John Cena fan, as they're celebrating John Cena this year, it's amazing for me as a John Cena collector because they should give us a lot of John Cenas, as we saw in that unboxing yesterday. But I don't want to waste any more time, man. I'm going to shut the hell up. We're going to crack him out of his packaging and find out what the You Can't See Me Collector's Edition WWE Elite Greatest Hits John Cena is all about. So here we have the John Cena out of the packaging, man, and honestly, this just feels like total fan service for me, you know? I think that John Cena's Elites, especially on the modern body, with the shorter shorts mold, not the longer shorts mold, you know, with the older shoes, not the old John Cena shoe mold. This is the, I mean, they're both old shoe molds, but not the really old John Cena shoe mold that I used to hate on all the time. This formula is still pretty old besides the double jointed arms, but the figure is so nice. John Cena's modern figures are so nice in terms of posability, and this just is, for me personally, just such fan service. I'm just appreciating this figure so much. I think it's so cool. It's one of those tangible collectibles that you're just like, man, this is awesome. You know, it's just like, you know what? Hell yeah. And I think that's what this is, but there's just so much unique stuff going on with it. Kind of like the purple Undertaker we got years ago with Ghostbusters, where it's like, who the hell needs that? But damn, is it cool. And you know, we're going to dive into all the details and all the accessories of this figure, but I had to throw it out there, man. This is amazing. I'm incredibly happy with this figure already here in the review, and I can't wait to pose this guy around, shoot him, see what he's like in grave details. But let's dive into the accessories with the figure, and then we'll dive into the figure itself, if we can see it. So here we have all the accessories that come with the John Cena You Can't See Me figure. That's just what I call it. I think that's like the easiest name, right? The You Can't See Me John Cena Collector's Edition. It just makes the most sense. But what's cool about this figure is you get a bunch of interchangeable head sculpts. The only thing that stinks about them is they're all reused. So, I mean, I guess that kind of stinks, but kind of not, right? Because we have seen these head sculpts so many times. So many times, in fact, that this head sculpt right here was the basic Series 100 head sculpt that they still reuse today. As we can see here, this is the exact head sculpt that it's replicating, and it's a really good head sculpt. I just wish that we could get some new, we need some new mid-2000s head sculpts for John Cena, and this could be any era, right? It's kind of just a standard John Cena, and this head sculpt is good for it. It's just, I'd like to see some newness to it, but I still like the head sculpt. I just would like to see something new, especially this year. They gotta give us something new for Cena. And then we also have this one here, kind of the smirking head, and I don't like this one. It reminds me of Forrest Gump or something, just a long head. His head shape's all off to me. I've never been a fan of this head sculpt. I never liked it. I don't use it. I have a bag bag full of these because I don't like it. So if anybody likes this head sculpt, you can buy it off me because I think it's terrible. And so this head sculpt I don't like. I don't mind it as much without any colors, but you can just see the head shapes off or something. It throws me off completely. And last but not least, we have probably my favorite head sculpt, which is the screaming expression, which looks really, really cool. And I love how it looks almost like a hologram, right? I think it looks awesome. Maybe put that onto a drone accessory with Matt Hardy or something like that and have a John Cena hologram yelling at you or something, but still really cool. I think it looks awesome. I dig the screaming expression and the smiling head sculpt. I just wish that, we got some newness here in this figure, but I understand it. Outside of that, we do get a see-through hat, which is just crazy, man. Look at that right there. I mean, that is insane how you can literally see right through the hat, and if you want to, it's going to fit, obviously, because, and here's the terrible head sculpt. We'll just put that hat on there. So, you can see through it, but it works because the head sculpt's also see-through. So you kind of get this, like, ghostly figure, hologram-looking, whitish, blue-looking thing that's just all see-through plastic. I mean, this is just crazy. I think this is incredible. I'm having a lot of fun. Then we also get his dog tags, which is crazy. This doesn't even look like this. I feel like if you drop this, you'd lose it because it's so see-through and clear. It doesn't even have a blue tint to it. It's just straight up see-through. So be careful, man. Be careful out there. But we do get the dog tags we've seen for a long time. And then we do get a pair of mic holding or weapon wielding hands here, and you can see through there and see the peg and everything, man. These are just so awesome. I love the color of it. It stands out so good. And what would a You Can't See Me figure be without the You Can't See Me hand? You gotta have the flat You Can't See Me hand. Would have liked to seen some fists with this figure, but we'll take the You Can't See Me hand and some mic holding hand. Alright, man, getting into the figure itself, if you can see it on your screen here, man, we do have the smiling head sculpt. I just used it, it's just kind of a standard figure, standard John Cena head sculpt. Makes the most sense, right? But looking pretty good, man. I think that this is still really cool. And one thing about this figure is I'm trying to get, as much light on it as possible. But the more you illuminate it, the more, you can kind of see into the figure here. And I don't know if you guys can see, but you can see the inner workings up here, right? Like, look inside of this shoulder piece and you can see the circles and everything. If you really like the way, just toy design or whatever, you can really see the inner workings of everything here. You can see the pegs right there. You can see the little peg of the bicep or shoulder right there as you're turning that right there. You have the see-through bands, of course, as well, and the hands with the pegs and everything, which I think is very unique. Just a really, really cool figure, man. I mean, this is just awesome. You can even see the molds and the way that the inner workings are. And if you can see here, you can kind of see the neck peg through there as well, if you guys have ever torso cracked or whatever. Going down, you also have the shorts there, and I'm trying to, I just think this is just a very unique piece, man. I know this isn't for everybody, right? Not everybody's going to want this figure, but I think that's what also makes it really cool, is that you could easily skip this and not be upset about it or whatever. I just think that it's a really unique piece to add to the collection. He doesn't have any pinless joints. They are pinned, which is fine because he moves really, really well. This John Cena formula is really good, so you love to see that, but there's the shorts and knee pads, and then going down, you can even see the pegs through there where you get that calf cut, which I think is just really, really cool. And then down here, you can even see how they attach the ankle rocker there, but this is the older John Cena shoe mold, so you're not going to get a good ankle rocker really, which we'll get into the articulation in a moment, but it is the old articulation, but you can even see that little piece that sits down in there where the shoe connects. I just think that's insane. But as far as articulation is concerned here, man, just standing back here, man, look, he, I don't know, depending on what background I guess you put him in front of, just that frosty white look with the light blue kind of just looks so unique, but articulation's all going to be standard, but this figure's great because it has that modern Cena formula that is just really easy to pose around. All this is standard. You get the rotation there, bicep cut, double jointed arms. All of it feels tight and smooth. Rotation and hinge there, tight waist. You get a good kick forward and to the side here because it is on ball joints, upper thigh cut, double jointed knee, calf rotation, and the ankles go down and up. You don't get a great ankle pivot because again, this is using the standard John Cena. They haven't really made a modern John Cena yet using, pinless joints or, I know with the Ultimate Edition, but the Ultimate Edition even didn't have pinless joints. It had those new Ultimate Edition shoes that made no sense with the high tops. So they really haven't made a quote-unquote modern John Cena with the new shoes in this low-top format just yet. So I'm sure we'll see that if they reveal some more, right? And I'm hyped for that, but this is so cool, man. I really want to get some comparisons up here so you guys can see kind of what this formula looks like in solid color, even though you probably already know because, we've kind of seen these a lot over the years. So for your John Cena figure comparisons, here is, of course, the greatest hits up next to a few different Cenas that are similar or most recently released. We have the Elite 95 John Cena over here and kind of the John John Deere gear, or the second coming of the John Deere gear, as you should say, because in '09 it was more of a John Deere gear for real. The Fix Up Ultimate Edition heel turn John Cena here. You have the Greatest Hits, which is the most recent John Cena figure we got, which is identical in formula here. It's just completely see-through versus the actual colored plastic. And then you have the Top Picks John Cena over here with a custom t-shirt, and I think that, yeah, this one over here, this one, and this one all share the exact same formula, except these guys are pinless, and they have different head sculpts, but essentially they're the exact same thing, right? All the sculpts are the same, all that different stuff is the exact same there. And one thing I kind of wanted to do was put on some accessories on here and just kind of see what it would look like. It's not going to look completely correct, though, because you got to think he's going to still have clear shorts on and shoes, but there is a way to do it. There's a way to do it. You could make all of his skin see-through with everything else being colored and stuff if you wanted to. It is possible. I'm not going to do it in today's video, but that's why I want some extras to try and do that on surgery or something. So what you would do if you wanted to accomplish that feat, remove all the bands, remove the shorts, or switch the shorts and shoes and knee pads with this figure, or any, whatever John Cena modern formula, right? So if you put these shoes over here, you kept the calves here, you see where the calf rotates, keep that calf here, the arms, the torso, and the head sculpt. Put all that onto these shorts, these knee pads, these shoes, and then put all the bands, hat, and shirt on there, and it would work, and it would actually look pretty damn sick. So unless Mattel does that themselves, that's definitely something that I kind of want to do, so we'll see. But let me get this guy and all the accessories, and you can see what it looks like, even though the shorts and shoes won't match. So here it is, and you can kind of see the vision, right? If you put these shorts and knee pads, and then put these calves over here with these shoes, that would make for a really, really cool Cena, man. I think that would be awesome, so I'm definitely going to try my hand at that. I don't know what gear I'm going to use, though, so we'll have to play that by ear. We'll see what gear I want to use, but I'm definitely going to try my hand at that. I'm going to probably leave one stock as is, leave one on card for, the moment and everything and how cool it is, and then I'll probably take one out and try to fix it up the best that I can. Will require a torso swap and some different things, but we'll make it happen. But this is pretty damn sweet, man. I think this is really unique. I had a lot of fun just posing this guy around. But I think that about all but wraps up this WWE Elite Collector's Edition You Can't See Me Greatest Hits John Cena action figure review, man. I love this. I think this is awesome. Of course, I know this isn't for everybody. I think that people like the novelty of it or the characterization of it, right? They like the you can't see me, the long ongoing joke. I think it's amazing in its own right, and it just, again, it's total fan service for me. I think that the packaging is so cool. I think the execution of the figure is really cool, and it's one of those things that you can totally skip, right? Like, you don't need this in your collection. Now, for me in my collection, I have possibly, I don't know if I have the largest on the planet. I'm not entirely sure as far as John Cena figures are concerned, but in my collection, John Cena is one of the placeholders, right? Over 100 Elites/Ultimates. I mean, there is so many John Cena figures in the collection, and this is going to fit right into that, right? I mean, I probably one day will make this just gigantic John Cena display. I know I have one kind of, but it's not anything unique at this moment besides just the timeline order. But one day I would like to make a gigantic John Cena shelf that's layered and all those different things. And this would be an easy centerpiece to the collection, right? I mean, this is one of those things that kind of books itself. I think it's incredible. And honestly, I don't know how they haven't done this way before now, But I guess better late than never. Last time is now. Retirement tour. Is he going to pull a damn salmon jacket suit at the end of the year? I would love it personally as a Cena guy, but I feel like this is probably going to be it. And, he's probably, more than likely, hopefully, going to capture his 17th World Championship this year. Probably in a week here at WrestleMania. And I think that we're going to get more John Cenas. I expect to see more John Cenas. Not to this style, but I expect to see a lot more John Cena's revealed at WrestleMania weekend there at the Superstore, and I can't wait to be there in person to cover it all. But this figure's awesome, and if you're a John Cena fan, it's an easy cop. I think it's amazing. I already have a couple more on order because I kind of want to do some fix-ups and things with it, and then I want to keep one mint on card, of course. So we'll see how the cookie crumbles, man, but this figure's awesome. I love it. I think it's so fun and what action figure collecting is all about. So it's incredible. Don't take my word for it. Of course, easily skippable, but very unique and cool. And I would like to see, with Undertaker and John Cena, those two figures kind of wrote themselves. I'm trying to think off the top of my dome who else they could do like this, but maybe you can think of some cool ideas down below. But I'm getting the hell out, man. I hope you guys did enjoy. Huge shout out to our Patreon members, man. I appreciate all you so very much, man. You guys are incredible. But I am getting the hell out, man. I hope you guys did enjoy. Leave me your thoughts down below on this, if you're a fan of it, if you're not. But I'm getting out. I'll see you guys next time. Have a blessed one, and I'll catch you guys later.